Now for our feature story of the day. Pantera Capital CEO and billionaire Dan Morehead predicts Bitcoin to reach $745,000 per coin with Trump in office as your POTUS. That's right, family. This is actually just trending today. Let's start right where I saw it here this morning. Billionaire and Pantera Capital CEO Dan Morehead, one of the most gangster names any broski can have. Ask Beavis, I get nothing but head. That's a punchline from Big L. Well, his name is Dan Morehead. It doesn't get cooler when it comes to the brownie points. Must have been the most popular kid in school is all I got to say, broskies. But I digress. He says Bitcoin's going to $745,000 per coin. I actually watched the interview, and let me tell you, he says Bitcoin has already reached escape velocity, as it says in the bottom of the video there, because it has. He says, I don't believe it'll go to zero. And the interviewer said, well, previously you said it could go to zero. And he's like, well, I was just being conservative. Here's the truth, brother. Bitcoin has already achieved escape velocity and is on the fast track to 745,000 per coin. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the man of the hour, Dan Morehead, the one and only. So yeah, and you got to check this out too, guys. In 2013, Bitcoin was crashing. I just love to share receipts and give credit where credit is due. When Bitcoin was crashing to $65, let this sink in, 11 years ago in 2013, Dan Morehead, the broski's OG of all OGs, wrote this email to his investment partners urging them to buy aggressively now. Here's the receipt. They would buy 2% of the total Bitcoin supply, which is now returned 1,300+% returns. Ballin'. I'm going to read it to you. Dated July 5th, 2013. Subject. Very timely. We should buy Bitcoin now at $65. Again, just giving credit where credit is due. And the email says, the forecast Bitcoin washout happened very quickly. Bitcoins are now trading at $65 per Bitcoin, exactly half the price that we're trading at our first meeting, May 28th. I think we should buy aggressively now. Brief thoughts. The market cap of all the Bitcoin ever created, and probably 10 to 15% have been lost or destroyed, is now 740 million. On May 28, 20 million would buy 156,000 Bitcoin. Now it will buy only 308,000. The price is going way up. It is going to squeeze up like a watermelon seed. I repeat, it's going to squeeze up like a watermelon seed. I've never heard that analogy. I'm digging it. I am going to buy 30,000 Bitcoins this weekend with my personal money. What a G. The fund can have this purchase or not, as others wish. I just want to get involved. And again, credit to the OG here, Dan Morehead. And let's dive a little deeper into this headline of this story, family. Here we go. Pantera Capital's Bitcoin fund has returned remarkable profits. You can say that again. Launched back in 2013. I just shared the receipts. Pantera's Bitcoin fund was amongst the first investment vehicles in the U.S. to offer exposure to Bitcoin. At this time, Bitcoin was priced at $74, so they even beat Cathie Wood's company, ARK Invest. I believe they got involved when Bitcoin was like $300-$400. So respect. The firm capitalized on and acquired 2% of the global Bitcoin supply. Such G's. And then Bitcoin just reached, we know, 4 days ago, 99.9, new all-time high, which means Pantera's return on their initial 2013 investment is currently worth over 1,000%. Now, I don't think they understand math. Correct me if I'm wrong, broskies, but if they bought Bitcoin for $74, that's way beyond 1,000% return. Correct me if I'm wrong. It must be 10,000. They must be forgetting a zero. And I'm just doing the math in my head right now, but 1,000% only means 10x. Clearly, 74 times 10 is 700. So I think they mean 100,000% return. Sounds more accurate to me. Being crypto, so I don't know what's up with the publisher here, but I'm just calling it as I see it. Someone run the math for me. Quoting them here. Bitcoin dominates cash, electronic fiat gold, bearer bonds, large stone discs. It can do all the things that each of those can. It is the first global currency since gold. It is the first borderless payment system ever. And that's according to Pantera's Dan Moorhead, in which he shared. Pantera previously projected the Bitcoin price to reach 117,000 by 2025. Meanwhile, Pantera has been exploring new crypto avenues outside of Bitcoin. The firm's new venture, Pantera Fund V, aims to diversify its portfolio with investments in blockchain assets. The fund has been looking at private tokens and opportunities, such as locked Solana tokens from the FTX estate, which is interesting, as well as raising funds to expand on holding Toncoin, which I believe is the official coin for the Telegram app when they went public or whatever. But despite reaching record highs in Moonvember, the Bitcoin price has more recently dipped, as we know. Bitcoin ETFs seen fluctuating in demand. November 25th, the ETFs recorded a net outflow, as we covered earlier, of 438 million after 5 consecutive days of inflows totaling $3.5 billion. But again, what I want to know, family, his brand new prediction of 745,000 and going on the news to share that, saying Bitcoin has reached the escape velocity and even gives a time preference by 2028. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Pantera Capital CEO, and I'll read your comments out loud and welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream.